I was hugging the woman that gave birth to me. It felt like a hug I needed my whole life that I never got the chance to have. So my parents couldn't have kids, so they decided to adopt me and my brother. I grew up about 30 minutes away from New York City in the suburbs. I was always very close with my adoptive parents. I called them mom and dad. I always have been super grateful of the family of 4 that we have, but part of me always wanted a little sister. And I would, jokingly beg my parents to adopt another baby girl for probably about 5 to 7 years. And it was like an ongoing joke in our family until I actually found out that I had a biological sister. I started posting on social media a few years ago.
I was adopted from Colombia when I was 2 months old, and it was an international closed adoption.
I wanted to talk about my story because I thought I had a unique family. I thought I had a unique story. One of the videos that I walked through start to finish, my background, the fact I had a half-sister, how I was adopted in 1999. Just happened that that video popped up on my sister's algorithm she had on her side in Sweden because my sister was always interested in adoption in Colombia.
And she shared our birth father and mother's name, which literally no one knows about besides like 5 people in my life. She also knew my full adoption name.
3 hours until I leave. 1 hour before I can leave.
When I saw her face landing eyes on me for the first time, that basically melted my emotions even more than they were already melting. The hug she gave me was like no other hug I've ever experienced. But when you meet someone in person, it's a completely different feeling. We were almost the same height. I was a little bit shorter than her. Our eyes are almost identical. I touched her face, she touched mine, because it's almost like, are you real? Is this real? It's crazy how much we look alike. Everything happens for a reason, and I thought that I was brought on her page for a reason, for her to find me. The universe did its work to just, land me on her For You page and then to bring our family together. In that same trip to Sweden, we had a video call with our biological mother. After that, I said to her, I really want to go to Colombia. Let's make it possible to go to Colombia in, a little under a year. And, let's save up, let's commit to it.
Rachel, now we're twins.
To fly from Sweden to Colombia, it could be like a 24-hour long trip. So we wanted to, break it up for her to see my apartment, to meet all my friends, my dog. So we stayed here for about 2 days. And then we flew together from JFK to Colombia. We both were just like holding hands the entire flight. And we're like, we can't believe that this is happening. How did this happen? How are we actually doing this? There was just a lot of excitement, happy anxiety for what's to come.
We made it to Colombia.
I don't shake very easily, but I was shaking. Me and Emily were both like holding each other arm in arm, like shaking, breathing in, breathing out to calm down. Seeing her was so surreal. She's even shorter than I am, and when I hugged her for the first time, it just was so amazing. I kept pushing my face in front of her saying, look at my face, like touch my face. And I felt, her arms and her hands and her face. She felt like she was my biological mother. She said that these days that we spent with her were some of the best days of her life, and she's never felt as much love and happiness in any of her 60 years of life than she did in that day. We spent our time showing her photo albums, we gave her presents, my parents got her a t-shirt, we got her bracelets, I got her shoes when we were there. She truly deserved all of these things. She even gave us presents of, that she bought for us. Then we just talked about life, my family, Emily's family, where we're at now, what we do for work, and then we went out to eat.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
It felt like we were a part of their family. They accepted us for who we were, for everything that we had to share. I felt so proud and accomplished, not only for me, but also seeing that I made Emily's dreams come true by bringing this all together. I told her I will be back with my mom, my dad, my brother, Emily in the coming years. Emily, she's gonna plan to come back in October of 2027 for my wedding, and she's gonna be one of my bridesmaids, so that's really cool. I just wanna have both of them in my life forever.